Hello everyone, so the very same video that I just uploaded in German, I'm now going to upload in English, just to have a little bit more reach. Okay, so we had this huge consolidation and we broke out to the upside. And then this is the first phase where we kind of saw some resistance. And if you see this on the daily chart, you're like, what the fuck is this? I'm just gonna hold through it. But if you are someone like me who missed this breakout and you're not in a position yet, then you're trying your best to get into a position in some consolidation like this. And while it looks easy on the higher time frame, it's much more difficult in the lower time frames. Now we broke to the upside, but if we didn't already know that, then we could have looked at this and we would have seen that it's an ascending triangle. And if you didn't know, ascending triangles are bread and butter in the bull market, okay? We have higher highs and higher highs and higher highs and higher highs. So what is a bull trend? What is an uptrend? You have higher highs and higher lows, okay? Where's the text? There. This is a higher low, okay? And in my German video, I accidentally marked this as a higher high. But we have higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. And that is precisely why in a bull run we place our stops below the last low, because we anticipated to not get retested. Okay. Right. Now, an ascending triangle in itself, it's nice and all, and if you're a new trader, like, you're pretty amazed that this stuff actually works. You're just drawing some patterns on a chart and the price is actually following the predictions. But now we actually want to have real setups. So we can look at order blocks, for example. Order blocks are the bread and butter setup from every trader. This is an order block. The last down candle before an impulsive up move, okay? We then come back down, retest it, and have a great reaction, okay? Great reaction. How do you trade this? Well, you put your stop, you put your entry at the open of the down closed candle. Your stop, if you're extremely greedy, it goes below the low, below the close. But you can already see this would have stopped you out, okay? A lot of people are looking at the setup, and that's where they're hunting the stops, okay? So if you want to be safe, you put it all the way down here below the low, because as per trend, as per the way a trend works, the higher low is more safe, okay? So this would be first trade. I'm not going to draw the P&L thingy every time, but we have another setup here, and it tried to attack the lows again, or the stops. We have an entry here where it tried to attack the stops, and we have an entry here where it did take the stop, and obviously that is much easier to do because the order block is very small, so it's easy to attack that. And then we had a candle here where we also took the liquidity below the order block. I mean, you can't really call this an order block because it's just a little small line, but technically it's an order block. Anyways, these two candles are also an acting order block. And now imagine we're in an uptrend and you just set yourself the rule that you keep your trades open, okay? So this is your first trade. You took some profit and that's great, but you let it run, okay, to some degree. I'm sorry about my English. Fucking hell. This is your second trade. You let it run to some degree. Then here's your third trade, and this is kind of, it taps it 3 times, where I honestly would get weak knees, but just let it run. It's a bull market. What can happen, right? Okay, so another one. You let it run. Just let it run. Stop goes below the low of the candle that created it. Here. And then another one. Okay. Stop goes below the low that created it. And then I'm not going to take this last one because it's 2 candles, okay? But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. This one is 2R, this one is 5R, this one is 3R, this one is 4R, this one is 9R, okay? So 9, 13, 16, 21, 24, 25% profit. Now imagine you did not take profits or just partial profits, and all these go up to all the way up here, okay, where price is currently at, because it's an up market and you let your runners run. That's insane how it just from 25% it probably goes all the way to 40%, okay? That's the power of a bull market, okay? Now I explained to you how ascending triangles look and how you can trade them, and I implore you to have statistics to rule out any emotions that you might have, okay? And this is really the bread and butter of a bull market, and this is why in every bull market there's just so much euphoria going around, okay? Because it's easy to make money. This simple thing I just showed you prints so much money, and you have simple rules that you stick by, okay? And that's why it's insane to have these kind of setups. Okay, but then there's people who don't have those rules, and they see a new high and they buy it and they get stopped somewhere down here. And they see a new high and they buy it and they get stopped somewhere down here. And they want to trade the breakout and they get stopped somewhere down here. And they want to trade the breakout and they get stopped somewhere down here. And they get stopped because they're high leveraged, okay? They're looking at Bitcoin, they see this entire fucking move, which is something like, okay, it's almost 40%. They see that and they want to get in a position, but they don't have any rules. They're like animals, okay? They buy if they're euphoric. They listen to their emotions, and that's why they're getting stopped. And they have their stops all the way down here, and you have to buy those fucking stops, for example, with order blocks, okay? Now let's remove the drawings. Okay. Now we actually don't want to do anything in hindsight. We want to make actual positions in this scenario that we're in right now. So it's a small scenario, but if we drop into the lower time frames, we can analyze it. So we are still going by higher lows, higher lows, higher low, higher low. Now this is the small time frame, and the low in the small time frame doesn't have the same importance as higher time frame, okay? So your best course of action is to go from the higher time frame into the lower time frame, and you don't really see any low that can be taken. Of course you can take this candle, then you drop down into the 1 hour chart, and actually, yeah, that's a solid low, okay? So this is where we could look for positions, somewhere in this area down here, okay? And we see we have an order block right here. Okay, that's an order block because it's the last down move before an impulsive up move. The candle is engulfed, meaning the close and the high of the next candle are much bigger than the range of the close and the high from this candle. So you mark it out, and honestly you put your orders here, okay, on the open, and your stop goes below the low. Now this candle doesn't really have a low, so we take the low of this candle, okay? And now you go AFK. You come back 2 days later and you might have 3.78% profit, okay? It's of course better to not go AFK. So then when something happens where you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and you panic, and then I don't know what you're gonna do, but you see if we go below this low and you panic and you sell, you close in a profit. It's a possible scenario that we go below here, and what are you going to do? Are you going to hide your tail between your legs, or are you playing on the emotions of other people? Because I guarantee you, if we go down here, the normal fucking person will either short as kind of a breakout. Let's remove this. They will either short as kind of a breakout. Please, 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 please. they will either short as sort of a breakout because they want to see a retest on somewhere here. Okay, they will short below this low, or we have people much like ourselves who have stops down here. Okay, so both scenarios would fuck us. They would fuck the longs and the shorts if we go down here. So it's very nice to have a position here, but that's what the stop is for. You don't have to be angry if your stops get taken. Okay, and usually when the stop gets taken, you remove your hands from the keyboard and you watch and you see what the chart wants to do. But I can already tell you, if we go below here, shorts are coming in. Okay, shorts are looking for this. They want to trade downside. But what smart money is doing, okay, smart money is actually driving the price down here because they know that shorts are entering the market. And these shorts are their liquidity to make more positions to then go up. Okay, so we have to put this green. If people down here short, it means they buy Bitcoin. Okay, sorry, they sell Bitcoin and then they want to buy back later. Okay, so people are willing to sell their Bitcoin cheap below this low so you can buy it cheap, and then since it's an open position, they have to buy back somewhere around here. They have to buy back. And what does that mean? What happens when a lot of people have to buy back? A lot of buys mean we go up, and that's how liquidity is created in the market. Okay, so your first course of action is to trade this order block, and if you want to be super safe, you go here, something like that, and your second trade is actually way below here. Okay, now the stop placement is kind of tricky. Just go by your feeling. I hope it doesn't wick so far down, but either way, that's a free R trade. Just buy the stops of the fucking normal people. Okay. Okay, and in my German video, I already talked about it. You are going to be extremely scared when this shit happens. Now, the market plays on your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. This is a bull run. We want to make money, so we have to have statistics. You will buy this, okay? Promise me, you will fucking buy it, and then you will write it down, okay? First trade, and it was a win. And second trade, win. Blah, 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 and so on. And you just do that, and you do that, and you do that, and then you have 10 trades, okay? And you have a statistic of, let's say, 50-50, okay? 50% win rate, 50% lose rate. So now you have your stop management in a place so that you only lose 1% of your account, never more, okay? So in 50% of cases, we lose 1%. So 5 times 1%. The other 5 times, we get, at the minimum, free R, 3%. So you're looking at a potential minus 5R, minus 5%, versus a potential 15%. And these 15%, mind yourself, they're open to the upside, okay? You could close it partially and let the rest run, and you will get 5R, or you will get 20R, okay? And that's crazy. So the upside is not limited. And that's just what you have to do. Now, some examples. You might be, this guy's talking crap, this is a lot of bullshit. Well, it's not. I can tell you it's not, because it already played out on so many different things. Here, Ethereum. Just printed the God candle, okay? 7%. We have the low, we go below it, and we buy, and we target the high, and we're looking at, stop texting me, and we're looking at 4R. Lovely. Let's go at dot, okay? We this is the higher time frame support level here. We flip this. It's a support resistance flip, so it's confluence, okay? And we break the very low on the left side, okay, here. We break that. What happens? We put our entry, we target the high, boom, 2R, okay? ADA, all the way down here. We break the low. People want to fucking short this shit. And we target the highs, okay? 4.4R. Take some profits, let the rest run. You see that shit? 10R, that's insane. That's how you make fucking money in the bull market. Now, I wanted to see something for myself. I take a volume profile. Okay. That's what I was talking about in my German video. This basically shows the volume at each given price. And the volume, the red line is the highest spike of volume. And it's kind of far below. It's not somewhere up here. It's all the way down here, okay? Which means that at the lows, a lot of volume has been transacted. And I was saying in my German video that shorts are entering and longs are leaving. And then we have this reaction. You look pretty fucking retarded and you feel pretty fucking retarded if you see such a reaction when you just shorted, okay? And then they even give you the chance. They are so generous. They give you the chance to leave the market. And this chance then fuels the fucking market move up, okay? Now, I explained to you order blocks and I explained to you what's happening when people are actually fearing to go lower. That's two possible ways to trade the market. And that should already, these two alone should be your guidance to have so much profit in this market, okay? Just use these two things strictly without any emotion and you will get filthy rich. You will probably, and I'm not kidding, I'm not exaggerating, over the course of the entire bull run, you will go 400% on your account. Minimum, okay? If it's 10,000, you're at 40,000. If it's 100,000, you might be more considerate with the position size and the stops. So maybe it's gonna just be 200,000, but that's insane, okay? It's a percentage game. So play the percentage game. Don't play on your emotions. Don't let the market play on your emotions. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.